What's going on, everybody? Average Arcader here, and welcome. It's time for another base review. Today we are looking at Noob versus Pro versus Hacker Bunker, and there are three different types of bunker bases that they've created for us to check out. This is basically the Noob one, which is, it's actually set up decently for like a starter base. I actually like this little thing. It's cozy. It's got everything you need for a quick starter little base. I mean, it's basically just decorative, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at the two actual bigger houses slash bases. That's just kind of like a little joke thing for it. So number 2 here, this is the second house. It's got a decent little setup here. You have, I need to add something here, because in survival, you will get stuck and you'll be forced to break that glass. I know I did that already when I first checked the map out. But it's a nice little base here already. You've got plenty of storage right up. You've got 3 beds. So that you and your friends, but the best part about this, like all these areas are just decorative. You got a pool, you can fish. This is just decorative mostly. The real base is underneath it. These underground bases, I'm really liking them. I need to build one for myself. Maybe the next time I do a server, or I'm invited to a server, I might do an underground base instead of an above ground one. Those might actually be easier to build, believe it or not, because it's just digging instead of having to build. Okay, so we have a laboratory, which is basically its own version of a potion station. Now, the problem with this is there is no portal here, so you'll have to build a portal if you decide to live out of this one. Also, you'll need to build a mine. So there's no Lampus is in the storage. It has plenty of storage, but there's nothing in it. This next little thing is strictly decorative, but it's done quite nice. A movie theater. You can't watch a movie on it. I mean, it looks so close to being able to watch a movie, but you can't. Looks good. Looks good. I got excited at first. I'm like, whoa, maybe they'll do something, and no. But this looks really good. I like how they did this. Gives me the feel of a little home theater, or a real theater actually, which I haven't been to in so long. And then a villager farm, which I'm not sure if it works, because it's spawning the villagers, but nothing's forming. I'm not sure if there's something you need to turn on or do. I'm not quite familiar with this type of villager farm, so there might be something that needs to be done, and I just don't see it. But that's it for this one. Like I said, it's not a bad base. The only thing it needs is a portal and a mine, but you can easily go to any one of these areas and start your own mine, and then put a portal behind it and link it all up. So it's not like oh my god, this is not workable. No, most of the bases that you are going to get do not have portals and or mines connected to them, and you have to go do that yourself. But a lot of them do. Those are some of the best ones, I feel, in my opinion. Alright, now this is the main event one. This is the one that you really are getting this map for. This is the third base, the hacker base. I still wouldn't call it a hacker base. I feel like all this can be done. I mean, I've built bases similar to this in survival all the time without hacking, because I don't hack, so I don't understand that myself, why they labeled it that. But it's beautiful. Now, I am going to tell you this. The reason why I had to basically do a startup world for this is that mobs, dangerous mobs, spawn in here quite a bit. There are lots of dark areas, especially down beneath, so make sure if you get this to light up everything, because this is a beautiful house. Just even this top part could work living out of. We've got plenty of beds. We've got plenty of storage. So you can invite multiple friends on here with you, and you guys can do a pretty good survival run if you wanted to. But I blew a good chunk of this house up because a bunch of creepers had spawned in, especially down here into the main part of the bunker base. This is really big. It goes down pretty deep. Like, this is like the first level, but apart from the house. And it's a big giant enchanted area. Like, see how there's a little baby zombie here? You need to come down here and light this area up. It looks really good. The decorations are awesome, but they needed to focus on more lights on the ground. There's a lot of dark areas and things do spawn, and I only say that because it totally bummed me out when I blew up half the house from all the creepers that were there. That's why I had to restart the world to review it, because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to walk through this with holes, huge gaping holes throughout this base, this wonderfully created base. Okay, so here you have another, basically this is the forge slash potion place. Everything is set up, ready to go. And you've got all your different crafting boxes. You've got your saw thing for the blocks. You've got your grindstone for disenchanting things. Forges, all the different types of furnaces. Smoker. Like I said, we walked through here already. This is basically the enchanting area. Again, you need to add a chest and lampas. There's no mine that I know of, so you'll have to do that. But it does have a portal, which I really like what they did with this portal. This is awesome, this little portal. This is really cool. I like this. It's very, very nicely decorative. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Again, but as you can see, a lot of dark areas. They put the light up top, and that's great, but you need to bring more light down to the ground because that's where they're going to spawn. They're not going to spawn in the ceiling. But it does look cool. Next level. I like how that other one had that tiny little fish tank, and then this one has this huge fish tank on each side. I don't think there's fish in it, but you might be able to get in there and add them yourself. It seems big enough to hold fish. Maybe they just didn't spawn in. Anyway, that's decorative. Here we have our farms. These are automatic farms. And they've been done quite well. Into the hopper. That's a lot of carrots. Then we can pick them up. Then you have... Alright, they have two of these. They've got the exact same thing of this on the other side. And again, it's carrots with an auto collector and then sheep spawners. I don't know why they didn't do sheep, pig, and cow. They just did sheep. And I don't know why. Like over there on the other side, it's the exact identical thing. I'm like, you guys could have mixed it up. This could have been wheat. And these could have been cows or pigs. I don't understand why they did sheep again. I'm not sure about that either. That's something I would have swapped out. And I'm like, okay, let's give them a variety of stuff. So they have the pigs, they got the cows too for leather and whatnot. So I don't know. Then you have a nice little decorative area. That sheep, oh, there's a pig there. Okay, so there's a pig spawner. Because there's a pig in there that spawned. Okay. Still a little weird to me. But to each his own. But I still don't understand why that one needs four sheep spawners. One pig one that's kind of decorative because I'm not sure if you're meant to have to go farm them in there. I'm pretty sure you can't. And this is the last part, my favorite part, the vault, which is absolutely chock full of good stuff. We've got diamond blocks, you've got emerald blocks, and a ton of gold, which thanks to the newer updates, gold's actually quite valuable now, especially if you're trying to explore around in the nether and if you want to make netherite stuff. So It's actually really good gold now. It has an actual purpose. It's not absolutely worthless anymore. But I mean, for a survival run, this can get you going pretty good, especially if you plan on making beacons, because now you have the materials that you can use to make the beacon pyramids right off the back. So say you keep all the emeralds and diamonds to use, you can use the gold to make beacons. So definitely a really good base. Now let's get out of here and go up and take a look at the surrounding area. Again, as I do, I try to check out everything in the base, including the surrounding areas, because a good seed can actually really hurt a survival run. I know one of the recent servers that I was on, the seed was, I mean, for lack of a better word, horrible. My friend who started it, I'm like, man, what is this? There's nothing here. There were no villages. There were, it took like hours to get to the closest jungle. Like, having a bad seed where nothing's around it at spawn can really slow down a survival run, because it takes so long to get to the things you need. You want to get to villages, you want to trade, you want to find certain loot. Like at the beginning, loot is crops. You want carrots so that you can do pigs and other things, make potions. You need golden carrots for certain potions. So it's like, to get all these different even crops, you want to be close to villages. And then to get even more important potion ingredients, you want jungle. This has all of it. We've got tons of villages. We've got broken portals. Further in the desert, I think I found 3 different desert temples, which is good. That's good startup gear, along with the startup gear that you get from the broken portals, which I know there's one right there, but I think I counted 2 or 3 of them. And lots and lots and lots of villages. There's even an illager tower, but one of the things that I really like is that you have access to a jungle biome right away. Here it is. Jungle biome, that's where you get watermelons. See, there's another broken portal. You get watermelons, you get bamboo, which when you build in survival like I do, bamboo is a necessary thing, 100%. You need that for scaffolding, and scaffolding is one of the best materials they ever added when it comes to helping you scale and build things. Like, that helped me out so much in survival when they added scaffolding with the bamboo. So one of the first biomes I try to look for in a seed is jungle, and normally jungle is a biome that you have to hunt down. Sometimes it's a decent walk, sometimes it's a very long walk, sometimes you're fortunate and it's right at spawn, close to spawn, which one this one is. That's pretty close to spawn. You know, that's normally probably, I want to say, a 5-10 minute walk, instead of sometimes literally I've been on servers where it's hours to get to the jungle. Like, you have to track there and then track back. So having jungle right there ready to go is really good. Definitely the main event of this map is this last one, the quote-unquote hacker base. This is the best part. This is the main event, but the pro one is good too as a base. So if you were here with multiple friends, you guys could choose which one you wanted. I mean, I think the pro one needs some tweaking, but it would still work. Say if you didn't want a massive base like the hacker one, because it does need a little bit of work. As you can see how there's a creeper up here on this floor. This needs work. This needs lights. This needs doors added. This needs, I mean, look at that. That thing is nothing but a mob magnet, and it's so beautifully designed and decorated. It broke my heart when creepers blew up half of it while I was walking through in survival when I originally went through the map to you know, see it before I did the review. All right, guys, what do you think? Do you think you're going to be picking up this one? This is hacker, and this is a noob versus pro versus hacker bunker version. I kind of like bunker bunker or underground bases like this. So that's why I really wanted to do this one. So what do you guys think? Will you pick it up? Or do you have other base maps that you guys prefer? Why don't you let me know in the comment section down below, or look us up on Instagram or Twitter. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Average Arcader out.